He works very hard though, doesn't he, that Noel Edmonds? I mean, you've got to give him credit. And this is another Top Gear, which this week features the third ear band Eddie Lee Beppo, Johnny Shines with Eddie Lee Beppo, and Big Grunt featuring on lead guitar Eddie Lee Beppo. And quite an interesting program, I think. Some tracks from the new Dylan LP, and various other mysteries and delights and obscurities of one sort or another. Just a second, and we'll get a record going. There we go.
You better think twice about leaving me behind. Make up your mind about what you're gonna do. You know it ain't easy when your love hurts night and day. Oh, how you please when I hear you call my name breathlessly. I wait the moment to surround you. Do not hear the song that makes you sing. It'll offer you ways to fly away, but do not expect to land if you can't stay. You better think twice about leaving me behind. Make up your mind about what you're gonna do. You take my advice. Oh, woman, you've got to choose. Take a little time. You've got nothing more to lose. In time, you know my melody will haunt you. Your words can make it rhyme so easily. It ain't no sin when love is real. So come on and let me know just how you feel. You better think twice about leaving me behind. Make up your mind about what you're gonna do. You take my advice. Oh, woman, you've got to choose. Take a little time. You got nothing more to lose.
And that's the second track we played from the second Poco LP on this programme, and it's still not released in this country. That's called You Better Think Twice, and the next one on the LP is called Honky Tonk Downstairs. Sounds fine. Anyway, there you are. The second Poco LP written by Jim Messina, that particular track. And this is a new single from the admirable Medicine Head, and it's called Coast to Coast and Shore to Shore.
Winged senses fly to first to skin. Sky's nothing but the floor. Anyone can find you falling down. And what are you falling for? Oh yeah. 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 I choose between the gates of life and death, or stuck and broken by the stone. Make business true to any form. Make love the way of bringing home. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And now to everyone the sun has gone, brighter than the one before. You can feel it blowing over you, coast to coast and shore to shore. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Chart-bound sound. It's a tip for the top. That's Medicine Head anyway, and a new single from them, which is available instantly, so it says, and it's called Coast to Coast and Shore to Shore, and featured, among others, Nick Cudworth of Siren, who played the piano, and I really like that. Anyway, when Johnny Shines was over here, he recorded a session for Top Gear, which you may have heard a few months ago, and we're playing it again this afternoon. The first one is Kind-Hearted Woman.
old friend gone. Goodbye, old pal of mine. Goodbye, pal of mine. You know we've been in love, great God, a great long time.
And that's what it should sound like. Robert Johnson's Kind-Hearted Woman, and that, of course, was Johnny Shines. Lovely falsetto stuff on that. First thing from the Third Ear Band is a kind of Hands Across the Sea, forget it, East meets West is what I was trying to say, but I didn't. Anyway, it's called Downhome Raga. country and eastern number there from the Third Ear Band, and that's called Downhome Raga. Now we go over to Eugene Fraser for a news flash.
A tin of red paint was thrown at Mr. Heath when he arrived back at 10 Downing Street this afternoon. He was splattered with the paint, and so was his car. A woman carrying a child in her arms was later seen by police. Well, that's it. That's our flash. More news at 3:30, but now it's back to John Peel.
and a track from the new double LP by Bob Dylan called Portrait, and this is, on first hearing, I think the best track, in my opinion, the most Dylan-ish track. It's called Days of 49. Oh, it's the wrong record. Wait a minute, let's try playing the right record. I'm sorry.
Tom Moore from the bummer shore in the good old golden days. They call me a bummer and a gin sot too, but what cares I for praise? I wander around from town to town, just like a roving sign. And all the people say there goes Tom Moore in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oftentimes I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. Comrades, they all loved me well, jolly, saucy crew. A few hard cases I will recall, though they all were brave and true. Whatever the pinch, they never would flinch, they never would fret or whine. Like good old bricks, they stood the kicks in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. That was New York Jake, the butcher's boy. He was always getting tight, and every time that he'd get booked, he was spoiling for a fight. Then Jake rampaged against a knife in the hands of old Bob Sign, and over Jake they held a wake in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oftentimes I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. Oh, there was Poker Bill, one of the boys who was always in a game. Whether he lost or whether he won, to him it was always the same. He would ante up and draw his cards, and would you go hat for blind? In a game with death, Bill lost his breath in the days of 49. Oh my goodness. In the days of old, in the days of gold, in the day of times I repine. In the days of old, in the days of gold, those were days of 49. That was Rag Shack Bill from Buffalo, I never will forget. He would roar all day and he'd roar all night, and I guess he's roaring yet. One day he fell in a prospect hole in a roaring bad design, and in that hole he roared out his soul in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how old times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. Oh, the comrades, all that I've had, there's none that's left to boast. And I'm left alone in my misery like some old wandering ghost. And I pass by from town to town. They call me the Ramblin' sign. There goes Tom Moore up on the shore in the days of '49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oftentimes I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of '49. In the days of old when we dug up the gold, how oftentimes I repine in the days of old, in the days of gold, in the days of '49.
And woo to you too. That's Bob Dylan, of course, from the double LP Self-Portrait, which doubtless by this time next week most of you will own. But it's an interesting LP. There are a couple of Everly Brothers songs that are included on it, and 4 of the tracks taken from the Isle of Wight gig with the band last year, and Blue Moon, which we'll be playing you a little later on the programme, and Paul Simon's The Boxer, which is very strange. There's one track that Dylan doesn't appear to be on at all, and there's a piano instrumental, all kinds of curious things. And, well, there you are, listen to it for yourself. I expect Pete Drummond will probably be playing something from it on his programme too. This is the first number from Viv Stanshall's Big Grunt, and it's called Blind Date.
Surprised to find you were a pygmy. In fact, I think that I already knew. It could have been that beehive high above you. How I love you. Ooh, ooh. We shared a curry in a Chelsea cafe. The waiter couldn't keep his eyes off you. And then later, when I pulled you close to kiss you, I was netted and returned to Websnade Zoo. And the keeper said, "Nice try, fella. Next time it's double security for you."
We met at
How true that to life that is. That's Big Grunt, Viv Stanshall's band, and that was called Blind Date. American Kaleidoscope, it says on the sleeve of this next LP track. And in fact, the English Kaleidoscope are now Fairfield Parlour, I think, and we have a track from them a little later on the programme. But the American Kaleidoscope, as it says, anyway, a very fine band that you should endeavour to listen to. And this is one of the tracks from their LP Bernice, which almost certainly isn't in your friendly neighbourhood record shop, but should be. And this is the one I nearly played instead of Bob Dylan, if you think you recognise it. Let's see if I can do this right. That was Kaleidoscope and Sneaking Through the Ghetto from their LP Bernice. And what do I do now? It's 3:30 on Radio 1 and time to join Colin Nichol in the newsroom.
Mr. Heath is busy choosing ministers for his government. This afternoon there was an incident in Downing Street. Our reporter, Geoffrey Wareham.
When Mr. Heath returned to number 10 from lunch, his blue lightweight suit was spattered with red paint from top to bottom. It had come from a small tin hurled by a young woman standing with a child right opposite number 10. The paint splashed across the windscreen of his car, on the pavement, on his immaculate suit, and just missed me. Mr. Heath's reaction was to throw up his left arm to shield his face. He remarked, "That was a bit stupid, wasn't it?" and went inside. People standing in the crowd told of hearing a woman say, "There he is, now," and threw the paint. A good-looking, dark-haired woman was quickly surrounded by onlookers and then driven away by police.
Sir Keith Joseph was one of those who went to number 10 this afternoon. On leaving, he said he had had a very pleasant interview and would make no other comment. The strike, which has blacked out Granada television programs for 3.5 weeks, is over. The technicians concerned have agreed to accept an immediate 4% cash payment, equivalent to 2 weeks' salary, plus further productivity payments. Granada programs will start again on Monday. And cricket, England 86 for 2. Those are the headlines. News again at 4:30.
From hours spent late at night poring over all the latest trendy American newspapers, I understand that Alice Cooper are considered a bit of a joke group, but I rather like the joke myself. That was called Return of the Spiders, and it's dedicated to Gene Vincent, and it's from the group's second LP, which is called Easy Action. And for those of you who listen to the Sunday programme, or the Sunday repeated on Wednesday on the Sound of the 70s programme, this week, as far as I know, it's Procol Harum, but I seem to have lost track of it. But I think it's Procol Harum, and listen anyway and find out for yourselves. This is Johnny Shines and No Mail Today. And that's Johnny Shines with his own composition this time called No Mail Today. On last week's programme we played the new Kinks single, and we're playing it again this week, really, for no other reason than the fact that John Walters likes it, and I like it too. So
down in Old Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. La-la-la-la-la-la.
new single from the Kinks called Lola, and Ray Davies is now taken to calling himself Raymond Douglas Davies. Must be something to do with the election, I expect. Anyway, Robert Wyatt of the Soft Machine claims that Ray Davies is an influence on his singing style, and as we're now going to have the Soft Machine and a track from their new double LP, it'll give you a chance to compare the two. This is Robert Wyatt's own composition, which we heard for the first time, which he in fact wrote, I think, on Top Gear or for Top Gear, and it's called Moon in June.
I'm the dilemma between what I need and what I just want. Between your thighs I feel a sensation. How long can I resist the temptation? You're my bird. You got your man. and I wish that I were home again. Home again, home again. Living is easy here in New York State. But I wish that I were home again.
new single from the Soft Machine, and that's also Robert Wyatt's contribution to their new double LP called evocatively Third, and that's Moon in June. And Robert Wyatt fans, of course, will doubtless be dashing around the country trying to take photographs of American tourists in order to enter our competition, which will involve, as a first prize, a ride round the inner circle on the tubes with Robert Wyatt and possibly John Walters and myself. And there are lots of American tourists around in London at the moment, so you shouldn't have too much difficulty finding one to photograph. And as I see that once again money is won out over people at Piccadilly because they're turning it into a place for coach loads of tourists to stop, you might hang around there and find some excellent subjects for your cameras. This is Big Grunt again, and 11 Moustachioed Daughters.
Running in a field of fat. The moon is high, the mandrake screams, please come to us a bat. The changeling children shiver round the fire, their mothers dance with strangely painted faces that smile but never laugh. The Kopek gibbet's victim swings broken in his cage. His hands cut down to make a crown to wear as our homage. Round and round the magic rings, our figures fastly rush, and wolf-like things and toads with wings whisper wetly, come with us. A cry of a favorite cat, oat mixed with a white hen scat, and lapwing swing and lion score, and belladonna to make your eyes like beasts. To anoint the body and make it shine, to drink and make thyself divine, to choose another's form and make it thine. Air with ancient lies and leprous cries, this night he will be there. A madness has the mouths gape wide as one they sway and moan, and every brutish face is turned to see our god king's throne.
And with that, they sacrificed 7 virgins in a tureen of tangerine juice. That's 11 Moustachioed Daughters from Big Grunt and Viv Stanshall. And a new LP from Chicken Shack, which is definitely well out of the rut that I felt that they were getting into a little bit. It's a very good LP. It's called Except Chicken Shack. And this is called Diary of Your Life, in fact.
Some of the things I found out would really drive you mad.
not the only love that you ever had. You told me that I was, but it's all in the diary of your life. Chapters of your young life really by my side, 'cause everything you told me seemed just a load of lies. Never has a book been written this way before. Now I've read it and I can't be real anymore. You told me that it was, but it's all in the diary of your
Written by Stan Webb. That's Chicken Shack with Diary of Your Life, and Chicken Shack are among the groups who are going to be at the Bedford Town football ground next Saturday, along with Tyrannosaurus Rex and Principal Edwards and Medicine Head and Deep Purple. And people, jingle time, please.
Hi, underground buffs. It's time for a disinterred 33 in a pub.
Liberty Records have recently been releasing a lot of LPs of stuff from their archives, as it were, and I think which is great, because I don't suppose any of them are making them money, but this is from the LP Rhythm and Blues Volume 1, and Volume 2 has just been released, and there are about 6 or 7 LPs in the series, which are very good indeed, actually very interesting stuff. This is from one of the group LPs from the sort of early 50s, and must be the definitive number in this particular style. It's by the Sha-Weeze, and it's called No One to Love Me, and it is a classic. You must listen to this.
No one to love me, I'm all alone. If you don't believe me, find out on your own. My heart is bleeding for you and you alone. Tell me, darling, why play love so free and then turn around and mistreat for me? You know I love your body and soul. There's no one to love me, darling, no one to call my own. Tell me, sweetheart, why you want to leave me alone? Yes, I've been more to you than I've really been to myself. And it's bleeding my heart out just to know you're in love with someone else. Yes, I did all I could do, and I gave you all I could afford. Now you're telling me you're gonna put me outdoors. No, there's no one to love me now. There's no one to dream upon. Tell me, sweetheart, why you want to leave me alone? My love have left me, I don't know why, but I love her till the day I die. You know I love your body and soul, body and soul. Sweetheart, just to hold you in my arms again is a dream I've always had. But I guess I'll just have to go on dreaming, because I know now, I know you want me back. All I can do is sit and cry my heart out and beg you, yes, beg you, please come back to me, darling. Please come back to me, darling. Please, please come back. Please come back. Please come back.
My God, I can't stand it. Those are the Sha-Weeze, and it's recorded on November the 23rd, 1952, for those of you who want to know about such things, and it's on the LP Rhythm and Blues Volume 1, and there is a Volume 2, but that really is the best of the lot, classic stuff. It's called No One to Love Me, and after that, about the only thing we could follow that with is the sound of the Third Ear Band and Feel Your Head. Don't ask me why.
Up or down, it's basic chemical sense. In the past, future, present, perfect. You may imagine we are free. You may imagine we are free. You may imagine we are free. Oh, I bet you do. You may imagine we are free. It's
down to how you score your bread, man.
And that's the first time I think I've ever heard any singing from the Third Ear Band anyway, and that was called Feel Your Head. And Third Ear Band, of course, involved in the Sunwheel ceremony to celebrate Midsummer's Day at the Royal Festival Hall on the 24th of June. We haven't had that already, have we? No. Along with the Groupe de Recherche Musicale de l'Octave en Paris. And so there you are. That's on Wednesday. And this is Johnny Shines, and I Tried and I Tried.
But I'm not going to try no more. Well, I tried, but I'm not going to try no more. Well, I worked for you, baby, till I made my finger sore. Well, I was working for you, baby. The grass was very high. You think I'll keep on working until the day I die? But I tried, and I'm not going to try no more. Well, I worked for you, baby, till I made my fingers sore. Well, I worked for you, baby, both night and day. Seems like all I've done, just my time thrown away. But I've tried, I'm not going to try no more. Well, I worked for you, baby, till I made my fingers sore. gonna try no more. Well, I worked for you, baby, till I made my fingers slow.
And that's Johnny Shines with I Tried and I Tried. You'll be pleased to hear that the Wildman Fischer LP has finally been released and should be available in your friendly neighbourhood record shop at this very moment. And here's an extract from it. This is Success Will Not Make Me Happy, perhaps an appropriate title in view of the release and all of that.
There's lots of singers, and they're coming from all over this world. Doon, 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 doon. Not a one. A solitary one holds a candlestick to Wildman Fischer, Wildman Fischer. Tiptoe to the ends of the earth. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold Jumpin' Jack Flash. It's such a gal. She's an Egyptian ring. Merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round. Boop, 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 merry-go, merry-go. Working for the merry-go-bill. Merry-go, I wanna hold your merry-go. Jumpin' Jack, me, Mr. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. She's my little calendar girl. Merry-go. Oh, so stuck on you. Yeah, I'll take a little trip. There's lots of singers, and they're coming from all over this whole world. Doon, 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 doon. I see a one, not a solitary one. Holds a candlestick to Wildman Fischer. Your candlesticks out and blow. I said a candlestick, you singers, and start blowing those candles. 'Cause you don't even touch me. You don't even touch me. You couldn't touch me if you're blowing anyways. Wildman Fischer, Wildman Fischer, Wildman Fischer, Wildman Fischer, Jumpin' Jack Flash.
And another intensely moving experience from the Wildman Fischer double LP, An Evening With, which you should obtain as quickly as possible. And taking us up to the news, as it were, as promised, this is Bob Dylan singing Blue Moon. And I think you'll find in its own way that this is a fairly unforgettable experience too. This is taken from the double LP Portrait, which will be available instantly, I think.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me sing a prayer for someone I really could care for. Then suddenly there appeared before me the only one my arms could ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, my moon had turned to gold.
Last week, Pete Townsend sings Begin the Begin. This week, Bob Dylan sings Blue Moon. And next week, Edgar Broughton sings Gershwin. And it's now 4:30 on Radio 1, and time to join Colin Nichol in the newsroom.
As Mr. Heath got out of his car at 10 Downing Street this afternoon, a tin of red paint was thrown at him. His suit was heavily spattered. Mr. William Whitelaw, who was with the Prime Minister, was also splashed with the paint. Mr. Heath remarked that was a bit stupid, wasn't it? A woman was surrounded by onlookers and then driven away by police. Leading Conservatives who have been to Downing Street this afternoon include Sir Keith Joseph, Mrs. Margaret Thatcher and Mr. Peter Walker. It's thought that some government appointments may be announced by tonight. There are reports that Mr. Richard Crossman, former Secretary for Social Services, is to be editor of the New Statesman. In the past, he's been on the staff of the paper. The Grenada television strike is over after 3.5 weeks, and programs will start again on Monday. Staffordshire County Education Committee has decided to suspend its grant of £20,000 to Keele University. The decision comes less than 24 hours after nearly 30 students took off their clothes and paraded naked outside a shop on the campus. Cricket, at tea, England were 130 for 2, Luckhurst 62 not out. The result of the Gold Cup at Ascot, Precipice Wood, Blakeney, Claron. And those are the headlines. There'll be news again at 6:30.
Hello.
Grandmom,
What do you want?
I want to York.
Yeah.
Really, Grandma? I'm not kidding you.
You're spending money from New York to for me here?
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Goddamn monkey face. You need a goddamn right. I better raise a pig. You can eat the goddamn pig. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot, Grandma.
Huh?
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
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 Okay, so long.
That's the first LP, or track from the first LP by an American group called the American Dream, after a remark by President Nixon. And, what I like mainly about the group is that one of those American groups that again sound like families sort of playing together. They really, on everything they do, they sound very sort of close and tight and everything. The main thing is that the lead singer is called Nicky Indelicato, which is a great name, and the second guitarist is called Don Lee Van Winkle, which is another great name as well. But it's a good record anyway, and I hope it'll be released here eventually. The American Dream, and that's good news. And this is to Cyborg Signal and Big Grunt. Cyborg Signal from Big Grunt, and that's our last thing for this week's programme too. Fairfield Parlour is still one of my least favourite group names, but they've made a good LP anyway, called From Home to Home, and this is Aries from that LP. Starts off with the bells and things.
I used to collect cigarette cards, and the crab leaf was a face I knew. Spike Kasparak, he owned the pub. He had a wooden leg, all the names we used to call him. Me and my friends found a motorbike. Why'd he die flying through Woolly's window? Pilot Boat Park was our paradise. Ah, the summers with the girls, if you want to, I'll show you the scars. Hold my hand and tell me where we are. Hold my hand, hold my hand, Aries, and tell me where we are. Hold my hand. We smoked a million cigarettes, often woke behind the factory wall. Spike Kasparak got 20 years. I really don't know why, but just now I can't think back that far. Hold my hand and tell me where we are. Hold my hand, hold my hand, Aries, and tell me where we are. Hold my hand. And upon the wall hangs the legend, I love the Beatles, and the moss grows between the crumbling bricks, and the boys play tricks on the girls. And somewhere that I've never seen, it's still raining.
And that's Fairfield Parlour from their first LP, From Home to Home, produced by Jumping David Simons, and that was called Aries. Hyde Park Raga is the next and the last number from the Third Ear Band. That's Hyde Park Raga from the Third Ear Band, which puts me in mind, inevitably, of course, of the remark of the week for this week, which was made by the MP for Guildford, who said on television, "We're all human part of the time," which I think is worth thinking about. And the thing that I found most distressing about this week is the fact that the World Cup is almost at an end, and never again will we hear those magic, it's not for some time, those magic words from Dumitru to Dumitraki, which is great, I think. It's two Romanian players. It's a nice thing, so we should call an LP from Dumitru to Dumitraki. And this is Johnny Shines, who's never heard of either of them.
Woke up this morning, feet for my shoes, breeze unwind the bone, old Ramblin blues. Well, I woke up this morning, well, Lord, feeling for my shoes. Stop you when I keep on rambling by. Well, I don't want me, baby. Please don't tell no lie. Still me, stop John, baby. Keep on rambling by. Been mistreated, I swear. Don't mind that. Well, I'm leaving in the morning. Well, Lord, I've had to ride the blind. Well, I've been mistreated. Lord knows I don't mind that. for Dallas, Texas, one to Silver Bay. Well, I'm leaving in the morning. Where don't you want to go? Well, I can't stay a woman, be your dog no more.
Stuff. Johnny Shines and Ramblin', and if he comes back again to this country, then we'll have him on the programme, because it was really a nice session from him. And if you had difficulty getting hold of BBC Radio Enterprise's Top Gear LP, then you're going to have equal difficulty getting hold of a new one called John Peel's BBC Archive Things. That's always assuming that you want to get hold of it in the first place. But it is quite interesting, and there's some quite jolly moments on it. And this is, in fact, one of them, you'll be astonished to learn. This is Zulu Miners, and if you ever listen to Wednesday's Night Ride, then you'll have heard this before. It's just called Wellington Boots, really. That reminds me of the Earl of Mustard, who was performing down Portobello Road this morning. It was really great if you've never seen him. That was from the BBC Archives LP, and it's the end of this week's Top Gear, which featured, who did it feature? Third Ear Band, Johnny Shines and Big Grunt, and was produced by John Walters. And that's our signature tune.